second half of the NFL season is here, and those young QBs are putting on a show. But who's the best team? This is when we separate the pretenders from the contenders. And you can follow that story every Sunday with the NFL on CBS.
Welcome back to Fourth and Forever. Joining us today, I think it's our first Hall of Famer. We're making history today. Thank you for taking the time, but former running back for the San Diego Chargers, former teammate of mine with the New York Jets, the man underneath the famous dark visor, LaDainian Tomlinson. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here, brother.
Absolutely, Sanchez. How you doing, buddy?
I got to know, because I was such a fan growing up, how did the visor happen? Where did that come from? Was it really a medical thing, or you just wanted to look smooth as hell? Tell me the truth.
I mean, it was a little bit of both, you know. So my eyes were very sensitive to light. Like, I hated, I guess, like those day games, those really, like in San Diego, it's sunny, 1 o'clock games, man. It was hard for me to see. And even at night with the lights in the stadium, you know, so I did, it had nothing to do with the migraines, but my eyes were sensitive to light. It helped me more to have something dark over my eyes. But at the same time, I will say where it came from. So it's so stupid too, this story. So when I was young, me and my best friend, like, we would get these football cards, right? You remember the football cards. Like, I collected them, right? And we would find these photos of NFL players, and every time you saw the still shots, like, you would see like their big eyes, like you know, they're kind of action shots, you know, with their eyes. Yeah. And we used to make fun of those guys, like, ooh, what do you think he's thinking right there? You know, he's probably scared, like, Mom, you know, as a kid, you just think stupid stuff. And so I always said, man, I don't want nobody to see my eyes like that. I don't want to steal shots of me where people, that's what I told you, this story was stupid. I told you. But that's how it happened for me. As a young age, I wanted the visor because me and my friend used to laugh at these guys, their still shots. And so I always remembered that, man.
At a young age, this story I've heard about you is you had to beg your mom to go to this football camp, right? And you end up meeting Emmitt Smith. What was that moment like? Somebody, you know, it sounded like he gave you some words of encouragement. Do you remember what he said, or, you know, what it was like watching somebody like that, and how that affected, you know, the path that you were on?
I think it was life-changing for me. You know, so let me just go back a little bit. So as a kid, I was really talented. You know, one of those kids that at a young age, when I first started playing football at Pop Warner, I was a quarterback. And I was faster than everybody else, so all I did was run around and score. I was that type of kid. In fact, the first time I ever touched the ball at the quarterback position, I ran a touchdown sweep right around the end, first time I ever touched it. And so I knew I was a really good athlete at a young age. When I was in the 6th grade, Mark, I broke my ankle in two places. And I lost my speed, right? I lost my confidence. And so some of my friends, they started beating me running. They could never beat me running. All of a sudden, these dudes beating me running. And so I lost my confidence, man. On my Pop Warner team that year in the 6th grade, I sat the bench. I didn't even get in the game, dude. Like, I was sorry, you know? And so right around this time, as I started to get my confidence a little bit back, I went to this camp at the Emmitt Smith football camp, right? And so it was at that camp that I started to get the confidence and belief in myself again, just because I was able to look at Emmitt or touch him. And the first drill we did was a handoff drill. Emmitt jumps in the drill. Like, you can't make this stuff up, Mark. He jumps in our drill, and out of 25 kids in his drill, he's handing the ball off to me. You know, as we go back and forth, he's handing it off to me. You know, and so I think back on that, I'm like, how did that happen? Out of all the kids, I had that interaction with Emmitt Smith. And so those things just gave me the confidence. And I looked at Emmitt like, man, this dude is not very big. Like, he's like 5'8", 5'9". Like, man, this dude ain't big. He playing the NFL. So I was sizing him up at the same time.
I love it. That's such an athlete move. That's great. Did you tell him you were going to end up breaking his record, his single season record? at that moment? You didn't let him know?
Not at that moment. But I would meet him again, man, in college. He came to when I won the Doak Walker Trophy. He came to the banquet, and that was the first time that he actually, like at that time I'm going, I'm going to the league, and we exchanged numbers. He gave me great words of wisdom about taking care of my body and staying focused as a runner and all this kind of stuff. And I kept in contact, since that day, and we've been really good friends.